Okay.
So guys, just give me a few seconds and we'll just start.
Okay.
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. So it's great that all of you have taken out time and chosen to be here today. I would like request the organizers to spotlight the video on me. So guys, it's great to have all of you here. Why am I saying it's good morning? Because it's actually before 12, so the afternoon is not there. But we have a spirit we follow for us and for all the financial planners I work with, or for the whole industry, that whenever, I used to have a person who used to work for me. So whenever I would call him, whether it was morning, evening, afternoon, or night, he would always come and say, "Good morning, sir." And I always used to tell him, "Yaar, evening ho gayi hai, good evening hai, ya night ho gayi hai, good night hai." But every time he would come and say, "Good morning." So I said, "Yaar, seekh to lo." He said, "Sir, no, whenever you call me, I have to be at my best." Okay, so for me, it has to be always a good morning.
Good morning.
Again, same is for all of us, that whenever we are there together with our team, or we are there with our clients, it always has to be a good morning. When your client calls you or you call anybody, nobody expects you to say, "Yaar, raat ho gayi hai, 12 baje hain, thak gaye hain." Okay, person is calling you because he wants to talk to you and there is something that he must take up with you. And so you have to give your best. It's a matter of couple of minutes. You can keep your conversation short, but you always have to give your best. So guys, so let it always be good morning when we are together. I am excited to be talking about this topic on what is the role of a financial planner in investments. Because a lot of us have done CFP. A lot of us may be considering CFP. A lot of us are practicing like financial planners. A lot of us are working like wealth managers. But we sometimes don't need to understand. We don't understand what all does a financial planner do. So let me start with a bit of story that how was the CFP program born in India. Okay, so when it was early 2000, and we realized that whether a wealth manager or a financial planner is good or bad, there is nothing that can show that what sets you apart. वो बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में गधा घोड़ा एक बराबर था, ठीक है? So if you are a horse, then how do you show that you're a horse? What is the the trademark that you have got? And we realized that it was important for us to have that trademark in India. So we did a global study and we saw CFP was really coming up. So we went and met them in Denver. They said, "Look, India mein, we need to make an organization. It can't be one company. It has to be an industry body which brings it." So that's how Financial Planners Standard Board, which is now called, at that time it was called Association of Financial Planners, was born. I would like to thank almost 50 companies who contributed money. And just for your information, we are another institution is being born, which is called RIO. I will share some details about it. To represent all financial intermediaries, because there is nobody who's looking after the interest of financial intermediaries. There is some echo. Yeah. So there is nobody who's looking at the interest of financial intermediaries, but we have to understand the role we are playing. We are helping people lead a better life. We are helping people be more satisfied in life. And we are helping people achieve a life that they deserve to achieve. People talk about retirement planning. What is retirement planning? Yeah, retirement planning is nothing. Nobody wants to retire today. They want to live a life that they deserve to live. And that's our role. That we help people build a second income which is strong enough for them to be able to live their lives. And we are helping them live a life they deserve to live. We are helping them take the holidays they deserve to have. We are helping them have a house they deserve to have. Why do I say deserve to have? because at the end of the day hard work is all in your hands. ठीक है, nothing happens, वो बोलते हैं ना कर्म करोगे नहीं तो फल नहीं मिलेगा. So nothing happens by just wanting it. It all happens by doing it. So guys, let me start by saying that look, all of us must have that stamp of dignity. Okay, and that stamp of dignity global is certified financial planner certification. How was that certification made? I am the person who wrote the book. Because why did I have to write the book? Because there was nobody else. Okay, at that time, this was not known. We tied up with Australia. They had spent $20 million from the government money at that time to make curriculum. But that was totally not relevant to India. And when we brought that curriculum, I gave budgets. I said, let's get writers. Nobody was willing to write it because nobody understood that topic in India. So I got a couple of para writers and I'm writing with me and we wrote. But before we started, we wanted to understand what does a financial planner do or what will he do? So we got Ernst & Young to do a job requirement analysis, JRA it is called, where they sat with financial planners, wealth managers, and they noted down each and everything this person needs to do. Because what happens is that we learn by ad hoc. आप समझते हैं ad hoc का कि हमें जो आ जाता है वो सीख लेते हैं. But we are not learning in a systematic manner. So then they made 60 points that a wealth manager comes across to be a perfect wealth manager. And those 60 points were made into the curriculum for financial planning in India. So if you do a CFP, then you're not only good at one thing or two things. Okay? You are good at everything that a wealth manager needs to do or a financial planner needs to do. I am using the word interchangeably because at the end of the day, it's the same thing. We may be called different people. And there is also a misconception that a CFP has to be an RIA, registered investment. That's not true. Okay? That's one of the paths. Okay? You can choose to be on commissions also. Agents, you can choose to earn on that as be a distributor also. That's perfectly fine. Okay? So this is the first misconception I want to clear, that an RIA, a financial planner has to be an RIA. No, you can choose to be a distributor. That's a path. And I personally feel that's a better path because, as a, if you're charging a fees, generally it's more expensive for a normal man. If you are in the affluent category, then you will end up paying more than you would pay as a super HNI. And our role is not only to serve the super HNI. Our role is to serve the affluent. There are too many people trying to go after the ultra HNIs. But it is the normal guy. The reason I call him affluent is that he needs to have an investment surplus. If investment surplus hi nahi hai, then we can't do anything about it. Okay? So the point is that we are trying to serve the affluent, and for them, even a distributor is fine. But what you need to do is you need to be absolutely clear with him where you are making money and how much money you are making with it. ठीक है, बोलते हैं गीता में बोलते हैं कि अगर एक्सपेक्टेशन सेट कर दो, मैं हिंदी में मेरे श्लोक इतने अच्छे नहीं है तो मैं गलत नहीं बोलना चाहता, स्पेशली गीता का श्लोक, ठीक है, बट उसमें बोला जाता है, कहते हैं एक्सपेक्टेशन सेटिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, सो यू हैव टू टेल योर क्लाइंट के सर आई एम अ फाइनेंशियल प्लानर, आई एम अ CFP. ठीक है, इफ यू वांट monkeys, if you throw peanuts you will get monkeys. If you want a quality person like me, then you will have to pay my price, which is very reasonable. You are paying 0.75, 0.5% on the portfolio on average, and that's my price. And in that, if you were to hire a person like me, you would pay 20-30 lakhs minimum. Okay? Even on a part-time basis, you will pay much more. But I am putting my full effort behind you, and I am making it absolutely clear मैं आपसे क्या कमा रहा हूँ. ठीक है? People find it difficult, but it at least sets an expectation. So financial planner का first step होता है is choosing the right client. ठीक है? Nobody can work with anybody, everybody. If a person is not going to listen to you, he is not going to respect you, he is going to spoil your brand. ठीक है. So please learn and please be choosy. उससे आपकी वैल्यू बनती है. ठीक है. So you learn to who do you want to work with. ठीक है. There are a lot of people, I meet them, I talk to them, and they say, Sanjeev, let's do this together. ठीक है. I will not take decisions on perceptions, but sometimes on facts, I decide that this is not the right person for me to work with. So the first step of being a good financial planner and to make an impact is learn to say no. Only work with people who are going to respect you. They're going to honor you. Because only then you will be able to do your task as a financial planner, and you will be able to change your life. And financial planner, if he does his job right, works hard for only 3 years of his life. ठीक है. That 3 years is when you start your business. 3 साल अगर आप मेहनत करके अच्छी तरह काम करते हैं, then you don't have to work hard rest of your life. So guys, sorry, just give me a minute. Yeah, sorry guys. So point is that you have to be respected. Only then you can make an impact, and you have to work hard only for 3 years. The reason I say that is where you acquire your 100 clients. Worldwide studies show that if you have a good 100 clients, then you are set for life. You can make the earnings you have to earn. Okay, and 100 is also a lot. If we are working with the HNI category, we may even be able to do it on 20, 30 clients. Okay, these are your core clients who are paying a value for your service, and you deliver that service to them. Okay, and once you do that and you're ethical, you're honest, you will never cheat them. You will always treat them like, in Bajaj Capital, we have a saying, treat them like your own retired father. The reason we say that is give them an advice that you will give to your own self. Give them an advice you'll give to your own father. They may be younger than you. Okay? Give them a product that you will buy for yourself. वो बोलते हैं ना, belief, when they believe you're doing the right thing, okay, they will be there with you. And they should feel that you are a part of their family, and that's the respect you get. Today, wealth managers are invited and financial planners are invited to all the rich and famous. The other day, I met someone and he told me I had gone for XYZ, one of the richest persons opening. I said that even I didn't get an invite. So I was joking, but that's what a good financial planner is about. You're dealing with the creme de la creme. So you have to be honest with them. And once you build that 100 clients, which will take you 2-3 years, it'll seem impossible. ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, मैं कर ही नहीं सकता, मिलेंगे ही नहीं क्लाइंट. बट आपको पता नहीं लगता कि जैसे एक डोमिनो है, पहला डोमिनो आस्था गिरता है, उससे सेकंड उससे तेज गिरता है, फिर वो डोमिनोज गिरते जाएंगे, क्लाइंट्स बनते जाएंगे. So once you have your 100 clients, then you can afford to live on those clients for the rest of your life, because their portfolio will keep increasing 10 to 15%, because that's what Indian markets are growing at if you have done a good job. Plus, you will keep getting referable. Referable means not asking for reference, where people automatically refer you and you choose the right clients. Okay, so that's the next step. So first is base of a financial planner is that understand it's a 3-year game to set up your base. And there is no shortcut or easy thing. And that 3-year maybe for some person when he started the business. And for some of you, it may be now because you have not done it right before. Okay? So it's like somebody tells me that I've been playing football for 15 years, but I'm not doing it right because he never had a coach. He never followed the process. So वो बोलते हैं ना, जिस दिन जागा उस दिन सवेरा. ठीक है? So आज please, all of you who have done CFP, great. If you have not done CFP, join for it, because it will teach you everything you need to do to learn to be a financial planner. And financial planner first 2-3 years, as I mentioned, is the challenge. Okay, that's the challenge where you will have to acquire those clients. But also as a financial planner, the second thing is be loyal. ठीक है, अगर आप financial planner हो, आपके 100 client बन गए, and you know that money is going to keep on increasing, and as people get wealthier, because you are working with the creme de la creme, you are working with people who are good, you have selected those people, you have selected on this कि ये आदमी grow करेगा नहीं करेगा, he may be a manager, but in 10 years down he will be a CEO. ठीक है, so he will be giving you 100 times more income than he was giving when he was a manager. Okay, so point is that when you have selected the right people, you have to stay with them. Now, the second biggest mistake a financial planner or a wealth manager makes, he changes his route. He changes his job. It is not a job you can change if you are working. आप सोच लिए जिस कंपनी में ज्वाइन कर रहे हो, you should work rest of your life in that company. Because the moment you change your company or change your bank, unless you don't have the right mechanism or the mode, you will have to restart. It's very difficult to fight for clients. Okay? You may be great, you will take 50% of your clients, but still you will leave 50% background, and you make 2-3 changes. You have destroyed what you have built. So please be loyal. If you are independent, then stay independent, work with someone, but keep at your practice. If you're working with someone, then keep working with someone. Please make change only if it is a dire need or the organization is not ethical. My father tells me this story, can you see luck? So I used to tell him, no, I can't see luck. Nobody can predict luck. He said, no, luck can be seen. And then he would tell me the story of Mahabharata. He's saying, Mahabharata mein sabse ethical aadmi kaun tha? So somebody will say Arjun, Yudhishthir, but he will say, Yudhishthir gambled his wife away. The most ethical man in Mahabharata is Bhisham Pitama. But Bhisham Pitama isn't taken as the hero of Mahabharata. Why is he not taken as a hero? Because he was on the wrong side. So luck is only about finding the right platform. It can be a company, it can be ICFP who is helping you do CFP program. It is working with the best institutions. Okay? I have seen ICFP curriculum. There are a lot of financial planners, CFPs I meet who are doing it from XYZ institutions. Now, some of them may be good, maybe 1 or 2, but a lot of them don't even know financial planning. People who are teaching, you look at those books, they are a joke. They have taken the US book and they have just sent it. Mother, are you joking with me? You are building a career. This is an investment for the rest of your life. Okay? So you have to work with people. As I said, you have to work with the right people and you have to learn from the right people. Okay? So now, okay, so to start with, being a financial planner is to do it. So what does a financial planner do? Okay, please note down these points. They may be very basic. Okay, because success comes only from doing basic things right. People think success comes from rocket science. No. Sachin Tendulkar's success came from practicing. Okay? And it's such a stupid thing. I used to play 14 hours a day. Is this successful? Okay? Yes. That's what is. So you don't need to do rocket science to be successful. You just need to do the right things and do them over and over again. So the first thing a financial planner does, please note down these points. They may be very simple and you'll say, Sanjeev is what a guy this guy is. Yaar, isko kuch nahi aata. Okay? But these are the simplest and the most simple things you need to follow. And then this is what I am going to give to my clients. Okay? And if you do that, you will be successful. The number 1 is personalized financial advice. What does a financial planner do? He gives personalized financial advice. Because एक life में बोला जाता है, if you know where you want to reach, you can get there. अगर मैं घर से निकलता हूं और मुझे पता ही नहीं कि मुझे दिल्ली जाना है, बॉम्बे जाना है, कलकत्ता जाना है, मद्रास जाना है, what is my probability of reaching? It's 1 in 4. ठीक है? Because I'm assuming मैं चलता जाऊंगा, कहीं ना कहीं तो पहुंच जाऊंगा. ठीक है? But if you know where you want to reach, then you have a 100% probability of reaching there, or maybe 5-10% probability of a risk. Okay? And as I said, risk, as my father used to tell me, is something you can see having the right platform, working for an ethical company. So risk में अगर if I find the right ride, then that risk comes. And who's the right ride is the financial planner. It's you. Okay? So first thing you do is that you help a financial planner will help a person note down his life goals. Okay, what are your life goals? What are the things you want to achieve? बहुत मुश्किल है. It's very simple, but it's very, very difficult to do. So what I used to do is I used to make a checklist. Because I would tell people, what's your goal? वो सोचते ही जाते थे, अच्छा मेरे को ये भी करना है, नहीं शायद ये नहीं करना, वो करना है, वो नहीं करना, ऐसे करना है. ठीक है? So I make a checklist. I say, please check whatever you want to achieve out of this. And now tell me what else do you want to achieve? And that I will add into the next version of the checklist. So last time I started, I was on a version 73 of the checklist. And that's where I stopped getting time to working with individuals because I used to do it as a hobby. So 73 version tha checklist ka, and I would say check it. Then I will help him prioritize because nobody can do everything. I'll tell him aapka investment surplus kya hai, and then what is the money that will be required for each and every of them. So you choose the top 10. From the top 10, you prioritize the top 5. So that's the first step of the financial planner, is that he will help person define the path. Okay? That what do I need to do? Okay? So second is that what does a financial planner do? Second thing you need to do is portfolio diversification. अब लोगों को समझ नहीं आता इसका क्या मतलब है. So मेरी बुक ही पढ़ के लोग मुझे कोट करते हैं कि I said at then 2002 or 2004 I wrote it's better to debundle insurance and investments. Buy a term insurance, buy an investment. That was right at that time. Okay? That doesn't mean it is still right. Today you have great investment products in insurance which give you 7% tax-free return. Okay? So if your choice is getting guaranteed income, today life insurance is playing in the fixed income market also. Okay? We need to classify the positioning right. Otherwise, Income Tax Authority and Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am would not have in the budget taken out the time to say don't invest more than 5 lakh because it was actually hurting the bank FDs. People were choosing life insurance. So please understand, a financial planner doesn't only sell mutual funds. He does not. He helps customer build up full portfolio. So as a life insurance, the first thing you need to sell is what? Internationally, it is called disability insurance. So first thing you need to, financial planner, log bolte I'm a financial planner, main to insurance nahi karta. That's wrong. Okay? So you have to, yes, you may choose not to be an agent. You can choose to work with a company, with a broker like Bajaj Capital or anybody else because you don't want to service it or you don't want to take the risk of collecting payments. That's your choice. But you have to do it. The first thing a financial planner needs to put in the portfolio of the client in India is health insurance. Because if you look at Bagban, आपने देखी है, कोई भी मूवी देखी है, किसी में भी प्रॉब्लम है, retirement is the second thing. सबसे पहले health emergency होती है, and health emergency wipes out a family's savings. And if you don't start planning for your health in the right time, ठीक है, जैसे मैं बोलता हूँ, एक आपका म्यूचुअल फंड का मैं कस्टमर्स को पोर्टफोलियो बनवाता था, which was a health emergency portfolio. कि you need to have 1 crore separate, which is your health emergency account. So beyond the level, insurance is going to get very expensive. So if you have insurance, then you can choose to pay that amount from the insurance. So first thing you need to do is health insurance. Second thing you need to give him is life insurance so that he can protect his family. Third thing you need to give him is asset insurance, his house, his cars, the buildings, his business. Because tomorrow you have seen how floods are happening, calamities are happening, earthquakes are happening. It should not wipe him out. Okay? And then come investments. Okay? And investment, maybe you have to build a proper portfolio. Okay? It needs to have debt. It needs to have equity. It can have some commodities also. Okay? And it can have mutual funds also. Okay, so and it can have AIFs also. Now I did a program on fantastic talks on AIFs versus mutual fund. A lot of people don't understand what's the difference. It's all about risk, my friends. If you want higher returns, then you have to. AIF are very good AIF. You know, they are AIFs which mimic a mutual fund. There is no purpose of investing in them, but they are AIFs which are very high risk AIFs, which have the ability to give you a much higher return. Okay. So you help a customer build a complete portfolio. Okay? So there you have to have a research backing. Okay? So whether you can request ICFP, I've been telling them that they should be sharing research with their financial planners. Okay? So, or you can subscribe to some research houses, or you can choose to work with companies like Bajaj Capital, which has a research team. For our advisors also, we allow portfolio reviews, insurance reviews, and all that can be done as a service you can take from Bajaj Capital for your clients. Okay? So you have to work with someone or somewhere where you're getting a research, unless you're a research person yourself. But as a financial planner, you shouldn't be a research person, or you use a finder, minder, grinder. Agar aapka business big enough hai, so there is in financial planning, there is a philosophy called finder, minder, grinder. Finder is a person who finds the clients. Minder is a person who manages the client. Okay? And grinder is a person who gives research to the client, does portfolio. So you have to build a finder, minder, grinder in your practice. You can choose what role you want to play. Okay? There is no, so portfolio diversification is the second most important, where you help a person build a proper portfolio across all products. Okay? So you're not only selling mutual funds, you're not only selling insurance, but you have to sell everything. And that's where a financial planner comes in. Okay? And then you have tools. There are very good financial planning tools available. There are very companies like Bajaj Capital offer financial planning tools to their advisor, retirement planning tools. Use one of those tools. Now, the next step of a financial planner is tax planning and optimization. Because you either pay the tax to the government or you optimize and build wealth for your clients. So every financial planner has to understand tax. Okay? You cannot say मुझे नहीं आता और मेरे को नहीं करना. Yes, you can choose to work with a professional who does it for your clients, but you need to understand tax optimization. Okay? Every country has tax laws that you can use to take advantage of this tax optimization. Like 10% of your salary, now up to 7.5 lakh rupees, can be put into NPS, and that doesn't get added to tax. So day one, you're saving 30-35% tax, which is your return. Okay? That money that would have gone to the government, 3 lakh rupees, 2.5, 3 lakh, is coming to your portfolio. In 20 years, with a 12-15% growth, this will become 3-4 crore rupees. Okay? So why should you not have that? Why should you, as a tax planner, not tell the customer? Like, agar health insurance, you can save 25,000 rupees as tax, he should know that. ATC should be fully utilized. Okay? How much to keep in EPF? Aajkal EPF mein bhi caps aa gayi hai. Okay? So we have tax optimization, and please work with a proper chartered accountant who will help your customer file returns. Okay? Unless you're yourself a chartered accountant or you have the time, okay, you need to understand it, but work with the right professional. Again, financial planning is all about, and being successful is all about building a right team. If one person does everything, then it's not going to work. It's not good. So have a right tax consultant that you work with, who comes in and does the job of filing the returns, explaining. Okay? Initially, you can use a consultant. Eventually, you can use a software also in the future, because there's not major changes that need to be done. Now, the next most important planning is the retirement planning. Okay? So we have done financial planning, but retirement has to be looked at a separate thing. So retirement is not about retirement. It's about living the life we deserve to live. Today, a lot of people retire at, start working at 25. So their working age years is 35. They retire at 60. I'm saying some people retire earlier also. But I'm saying 60 means, and today average guy will live till 80, 85, 90 if he lives a decent life. Okay? So that means your retirement life of the guy is equal to be almost the age he has worked in his whole life. And that's a huge part. So, and he has to live a great life. Okay? So retirement planning or helping a person live a life he deserves is a separate. So the reason I say separate is you have to look at, okay, how will he take care of his health? उस टाइम पे हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस अवेलेबल होगी नहीं होगी, जो प्रोडक्ट है उसका क्या प्रीमियम होएगा, or do I need to help him build a health portfolio? He will not have regular income. Okay, so can I help him build an investment portfolio? Now that investment portfolio will interest be enough to help him save for retirement, live a life he deserves, or he has to consume a part of his capital through SWP. Now, SWP is the best possible product for a retiree because it gives him the money he wants. He is not dependent on interest rates or the market. Okay? So that becomes a separate point that you look at. His insurance, life insurance, should it be a legacy planning product till 99 years? Or should it be 60, 70? Okay? If he buys a legacy planning product 99 years, then he doesn't need to keep money aside for his children. He knows that 5-10 crore life insurance he's carrying will give the corpus he wants to give to his children. He can choose to use that money to live a better lifestyle. So guys, then retirement planning is the next one. And finally, it is financial education and literacy. Okay? So point is that why do people work with you, financial planners? Is because they want you to keep them updated. And the biggest mistake, you know what financial planners make? Is they don't keep their clients updated enough. So your client is expecting you to send him a daily message. Sir, ये हो रहा है, ये market में हुआ, ये analysis है, इस company में ये हुआ, ऐसे हुआ market. So please make it a point that every good financial planner needs to have a broadcast list of his clients. Every day he needs to spend at least half an hour on educating his customer about what is happening. ये नहीं है कि आधे घंटे messages भेजते रहो. Send limited messages, but spend that half an hour on knowing what to send, what to communicate, what opportunity to tell him. It is very important. And then also pick up the phone and call 4-5 of your clients every day. So that within a month or two, you're completing every client. You're talking to them. How are you? What's happening? It is very, very important. So the fourth important step or need of a financial planner is financial education and literacy. Okay? So it is about empowering people to be able to take a decision that they have to take for a better life. You cannot be taking decisions from everyone. At the end of the day, we have to make people responsible for their own decisions. Okay? And guys, this all starts by doing the CFP program from ICFP. So it is very important that if you have not done it, do it. And then also, ICFP team, you need to keep the continuing education going. You need to update. So even you need to be communicating with your financial planners so that they can further choose and what they need to communicate with their team. So guys, I don't want to just keep talking, and I have given the gist of what I wanted to share. And I believe that if you follow this, you can have the life you deserve. A good financial planner should not work more than 20 hours a week if he's done his job. His role is also to have good lunches, dinners, go to parties because you're meeting your clients. He needs to play golf if he can. Okay, because golf course is a great where you meet new people. You spend 1.5 to 2 hours with them. Okay, you go and play sports. It's a great way to meet. Okay, so guys, hoping that all of you understood what is the role of a financial planner in the investment industry and how you can just go about being a great. So I will take, the points I've given, I'll send it on chat so that it is just for your remembrance that, what all a financial planner needs to do. So guys, if anybody has any questions, I can take a couple of questions So please do ask it on the chat. And then Kanhaiya, you can unmute the people if they have any question.
Sure. Friends, if anyone has any question, you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you one by one.
So there's a question which is not related to our topic, but somebody has put it on the chat, that Dubai doesn't take any tax. Okay, so although it's not relevant, but yes, for a person who doesn't need to be in India, one of the ways of tax planning can be that he can choose to move to a tax haven, but there also they are charging a tax. Let me explain. See, they may not be taking an income tax, but living in Dubai is very expensive. So if you rent, you are paying a huge amount of your income as rent. Okay, so that is also an indirect tax. They have now started charging a GST. Personal income tax at 8% is expected to be coming. So you have to put all those things together as a cost of living, and then you have to take a decision. So Dr. Santosh has raised his hand. Dr. Santosh, if you want to go ahead and ask your question, please.
Dr. Santosh, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm audible?
Yes, you're audible.
I want to ask, sir, you are explaining very nice way. I like the way you are communicating, and the information you are giving is absolutely very nice. My question is how to where to study that CFP, financial certified financial planner, and how much period it will take.
See, CFP, the best place to study is International College of Financial Planning, who's doing this call. They have about 85% of the CFPs who pass in India come from there. And on the cost, I will not know. But please understand there are 4 modules and you don't have to do all 4 of them together. You can choose to do module 1. And Kanhaiya, I will let you explain what is the cost because I am not aware of it. Please, why don't you explain?
Yes, sir. Sir, we will have a complete presentation of the CFP program just after this talk. So, Santosh ji, please stay connected. You will understand everything. We will explain everything about CFP.
Okay. Okay. Now the next question is, what are the career opportunities after completing a CFP? See, guys, buddy, you're doing CFP because you want to be a wealth manager. Okay. So the basically purpose of CFP is that, you know, the career opportunities available is being a wealth manager. It is one of the best and the best careers you can build because it's like a cylinder. A wealth manager gets paid 5 lakh rupees, he gets paid 5 crore rupees also, depending on the quality of clients he is managing and the quality of work and the time he spent. Okay? So the most point is being a wealth management, RIA, independent financial advisor, whatever you choose, but the role is of being a wealth manager. That's why you do a CFP. A lot of people do CFP module 1. I recommend for even general public. I tell all financial planners, make every client of your and their children do CFP module 1. तो उसमें वो time value of money वगैरह basic, it will make your life working with these guys easier because they will understand the basics of what they are trying to achieve or what they are trying to do. Okay? So it is important that you teach them that. And so CFP level 1 needs to be done with anybody who wants to be wealthy, and full CFP needs to be done for people who want to be financial advisors, wealth managers, work for banks, you know, who want to have a very strong understanding. Again, a CFP doesn't teach you to be an equity research guy. Please understand that there are 2 different sides of the coin. One is a person who implements the research, explains it to the clients, goes to them. And if you want to be an equity researcher, then the program is called CFA. CFP will give you some amount of basic understanding on how to understand research. But if you want to be a great researcher and you want to be known worldwide, then the CFA is the right path for you. So we have Aditya Bora, who's raised his hand. Aditya, if you can go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, good morning.
Yeah.
Sir, I recently completed my CFP and mainly till now we were into mutual fund distribution. And through that CFP learning, we are incorporating all those academic things into our practice, like retirement planning using time value of money, as you just suggested. So my basic question is, how should we position ourselves? Like, because Amphi restrict us to use a name ending with solution or services, wealth services in our name, because they have put a distinction between RI and MFD. So how should we position ourselves?
See, that's a question for the regulator, but that problem all of us face. An insurance broker can only do insurance broking. A mutual fund distributor can only do mutual fund distributor. Now a stockbroker can only be a stockbroker. Yet customer wants everything.
Yes, sir.
So point is that position yourself as a wealth manager.
Right, sir.
Okay, so at the end of the day, wealth manager does everything. So whatever is the backend you need to create, you create. And also learn that you need to focus on only doing what you are good at. One, giving advice, and work with limited number of principals, because they will deal. And then learn to work with right partners for sourcing other things like financial planning software, insurance. You don't need to, unless you're large enough, need to do everything yourself. You get my point? So
Yes,
have
sir.
the right partners who are supplying you research, doing other stuff for you, so that you can focus on giving an amazing experience to your clients. And if you do that, then that's where your money is going to come from.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your input.
So next is Anup has asked this question that we need ICFP to offer their course offline again. So this is again beyond me, but Kanaya, this is something you need to do. I absolutely agree. The charm of an offsite learning is great. Online is also good, but it takes a lot of self-discipline. And it is sometimes, and you need to do a mixture. So please do a mixture of both online, offline, and online and offline. So this is a very good point given by Anup, that Anup, we need to do this. Then there's a person whose name is not there, but it's coming as Samsung, and he's raised his hand. Would you like to go ahead and ask your question?
Yes, sir. So very good afternoon, Anshika this side. So basically my question is that I'm already a mutual fund distributor and I'm holding few more products in my bucket, that is health insurance and life insurance too. So like what else I can go with which can attract more business to my work, right? And does like CFP is important for the B30 town also, since I belong to the B30 place?
Yeah. See, CFP is the right way of doing things. It belongs everywhere. And if you are in B30, then you are very, Anshika, you are very lucky because you have lesser competition. Okay? So point is that, so you have to understand you're servicing a client. You're not servicing products. Products are meant to provide a solution to the client. Okay? So you focus on your client and give him whatever he needs. Okay? So in future things that are coming up and we as Bajaj Capital are working on is bank FDs, helping people choose the right bank FDs and optimizing their returns there also. And maybe a car insurance, property insurance, helping them secure their business and assets,
Right.
which is like Bajaj Capital offers. So you don't have to do it yourself or be an agent. You can choose to work with partners. ठीक है, and जैसे mutual fund में भी आप you can choose to work with 4-5 mutual funds directly, and you can be you can work with another larger company for the smaller mutual funds. One, you don't have to bother about following up for payments, etc. Second is that you get research, you get sales materials, you get a lot of information from them. Okay?
Right.
So this is it is important to do it. So please focus that your job is to build 100 great clients.
And sir, adding direct equities to my bucket will also be sufficient, like?
Yes, why not? See, as I said, you need to have portfolio diversification. When the wealth managers are big enough, they add to their portfolio. I know so many wealth managers who are helping their customer buy the right art also if they have ultra HNI or a high net worth customers. So you can keep adding art, jewelry, gold. A lot of other things can be added on later, but first have 100 good clients. That's
Okay. Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So Shubham has also asked me a question between CFP and CWM. See, guys, CWM is, I don't understand, but the world's #1 certification is CFP. Okay, so that is recognized all over the world. You go anywhere in the world, you will be paid higher if you're a CFP. So I don't want to comment on something I don't know. CWM, I don't understand. Then what are the regulation investment advice? You mentioned RIA or distributor. There are two alternate paths. You can choose. RIA cannot take any commission and has to take a fees from the client. Distributor gets commission on the product. Both are fine as long as you disclose what you're earning. Any regulations on charging max fee for the clients? Yes, there is a cap on the max fee, and RIA can check. This keeps changing. Please go to the SEBI website to see this. Does qualified CFP provide internship program? See, that's the company. See, yes, some of the CFPs can choose, but it's not like a CA where you have to do an internship. But like Bajaj Capital has an internship, a lot of other companies have, so you can choose what you need to do. But please be very clear. If you want to be an independent from day one. Okay, if you want to work with a company, then keep working with that company, because otherwise you will lose the amount of hard work you have done. You will end up losing it. Okay, so I don't want to take too much time. I'll take one final question. Okay, again, a lot of question on fee-based or commission-based. Guys, both are fine. Okay, I would recommend personally, and it's a personal thing. It's not a right answer. Again, please understand, it is not a right answer. It's my personal answer. Is that I think fee-based is better. Not fee-based, sorry. Commission-based is better as long as you disclose the commission to the customer, because people hate writing checks for fee. Okay, so you can fee में उनसे check चाहिए, commission में you are earning a commission but you are disclosing. So a fee-based guys can also be a commission-based guy, as long as he is disclosing the commission to his customers. He is telling the customer, look, I will not be making money from right, left, center. I will tell you where I make money, and I promise to keep your interest first. Okay, so wishing you a lot of success. Handing it over to you, Kanaya, to take this talk forward, and I hope I was able to add value to your life today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your time out today and giving us so much insights about how to be an excellent financial planner after completing our CFPs and other professionals. Sir, friends, now we will speak about the entire course. How does CFP happen at ICUFP? So I'll just share my screen with you.
Yeah, and guys, I'll be available. So if you have any questions you want to ask, please write it on the chat. I'm reading the chat, and I'll be happy to answer one or two questions after ICFP completes their presentation.
So, thank you so much for that, sir. So friends, CFP, Certified Financial Planner, is the gold standard when it comes to financial planning. It's the world's topmost certification. It is well recognized across the globe in 27 countries. So it means all the leading developed markets. You talk about US, you talk about Europe, you talk about Japan, and in Asia, China, India, everywhere. This is very, very much recognized as the best course for someone who wants to get into personal finance or maybe client-facing kind of roles. The program design, friends, is such that there are four, if you go through the regular pathway, there are 4 levels in it. So, and the board provides individual certificates for all the 4 levels. So let's say someone who is pursuing level 1. So once he completes level 1, he will be given a specialist certificate, which is investment specialist certificate. Sanjeev sir was just mentioning that how important it is for everyone to be at least pursuing level 1 of CFP, given it has a lot of knowledge and information that you can get at least to handle your own finance, as well as for the clients to understand that what value they can get from hiring a professional like a CFP. Ideal for students. So this course is broadly available for everyone. You know, it's for students, it's for professionals. So for students, so someone who is currently pursuing his graduation. So he can, along with it, pursue this course. So once he's out of, he's completed his graduation, he's about to get into a professional world now. So adding that CFP designation with you would help you get into very quickly being hired by wealth managers and banking. And there are a lot of BFSI companies in the BFSI sector that one gets hired. So for professionals, it can help people to, for the skill gap, so they can improve their skill set, they can upgrade themselves from being an IFA or maybe from someone who's an MFD, so he can add value. So this will, the knowledge base, the regional knowledge base which CFP would provide you would help you providing much better service to your clients. So that will be the kind of value add that a professional can seek to achieve from pursuing CFP. See, it's the curriculum, as Sanjeev sir was mentioning, this is personal finance and wealth focus. See friends, we all know the way the India growth story is going. So people are getting wealthy, right? And people are earning good income. So it's the right time for them to also, they also are trying, and the awareness is increasing that it is necessity to manage your money properly. You are good earners, but what about managing the money, right? And then you to see that that the client is achieving all the goals of his life. So wealth focused CFP makes you gives you all the skill sets to be a good wealth manager. We've seen every bank, if you visit banks these days, you've seen there's a separate wealth management department. We have private client department. So just imagine the kind of the number of jobs for CFPs which are coming in terms of wealth management space. Friends, this typically, if you go by the regular pathway whereby you do all the 4 levels, this will be taking around 8 to 10 months precisely. And from the time you start to end the course, which is you get the CFP designation. But yes, there is another alternate route is through the challenge pathway, and where it can be done much faster. I'll share the specifics about challenge pathway in a minute or so. Friends, coming to the eligibility criteria, all we require is minimum 10th. You're in 12th. You completed your 10+2. After that, you can pursue this course. Minimum age is 18. So there is no restriction in terms of either you're from a commerce background, you're from a science background, or from arts or any other background. There is no restriction on the streams, plus no restrictions of the percentage. You have to be just passing, right? So it's not like if you want to pursue a graduation whereby you might require an X percentage. No, I think the whole idea is to keep it very open and for all people from all streams to pursue CFP, right? And they can do it. I mean, we have so many students who are from diverse fields, and they all are doing it very well. They've even completed CFPs. To get the certificate charter, friends, yes, of course, once you complete the level 4, someone who's into graduation, once he completes his level 4, you need to be a graduate and you need to have some experience. Now, the minimum requirement is 3 years in BFSI space, but yes, in ICFP, we do provide, there is a way whereby the board allows that someone who does 1 year of articleship under a CFP, that is also that route can also be followed, and you can get your certification. So we, as a education the largest educational provider for CFP, also help in assisting people, get their trainings under professional pursuing people who are professionally pursuing CFP as a profession. Coming to the program structure, friends, as I was telling you, it's into, if you go by the regular pathway, it is into 4 levels. There are 10 modules to study. So as somebody had a question about the difference between CFP and CWM. If you just look at it in terms of the curriculum, friends, CFP is much more diverse. There is the 10 modules include everything that is required in terms of knowing about investments. I'll share the details about modules in the next slide, but the depth of the courses is much it's much more in depth and much more market oriented which will help you to get much more updated. So as the idea is, because it's a gold standard program, so they've made it that elaborate and that in-depth. Assessment during the program, friends, at every level you will have exams. So you can take online exams, you can take exams from your home itself. It's like 2 hours kind of exams, or maybe from your office, you can take out some time and give the exams. Exams happen every month. So how convenient the board has made it in terms of that, you can plan your studies along with your working hours, and you can, maybe if this month you were a little busy and you were worked up in terms of your deliverables at office, so you can always give it next month. So every month the exams, the kind of flexibility is provided so that more and more people can pursue CFP and have the designation as soon as possible. Friends, coming to the, as I was saying, coming to the modules, we have total 10 modules that you will study in CFP. So when I look at level 1, the first one is, friends, is personal financial management. So in personal financial management, friends, you will learn how to, you will learn how to make a budget, right? How to create a surplus, how to manage the discretionary expenditure. So this will help you guide your clients to make their, to manage their cash flows properly. Because only when cash flows are available and they are in decent shape, only then they can be invested, and the goals can be pursued and reached, right? So time value of money, the most important thing which you will learn in personal financial management. I mean, I just wanted to give you one example of how typically things that we don't know or we miss at times is, let's say there are 3 friends. I'm just giving an example on time value of money to you. Let's say there are 3 friends, and all the 3 friends, I mean, straight from college, they've got their placements, and everybody dreams of having a good retirement purpose. So they've decided we should have 1 crore by the time we retire. So they're like 25, they have 35 years ahead of them. So different people have different psychologies, right? The first one, gentleman is very disciplined. He knows that he needs to do it every month. So if he starts at 25, and assuming the investments have been made in a 12% return product, right? Just 12% is what it gives you throughout the period. So he will only have to put in, friends, 1,800 rupees on per month basis, versus the second friend of his who says, okay, fine, let us lead a life, enjoy a life right now. I'll start at 35, so which is after 10 years. So if the second friend starts at 35 and he needs to have 1 CR by the time he's 60, so he'll have to put up in this product close to 6,000 rupees, right? So it's like 3 times if you start after 10 years. Now the third gentleman has kept retirement as the last priority in life. He has much other things. He thinks retirement can always, I can take care of it at a later stage of life. So if he starts at 45, friends, again, because of this dynamics about the rule of compounding, the way that this compounding magic works, if you started at the age of 45, this gentleman has to put in 21,000 rupees on a monthly basis if he needs that once a year. Otherwise, his corpus, he will not be able to, his corpus will outlive his life. So you can imagine the kind of things that you will learn in personal financial management, and that is time value of money. Secondly, investment planning and asset management. Friends, in this module, you will learn about all the products which are there in the market right now. Asset classes, we'll give you insights about all the asset classes, which is debt, which is equity, which is alternates, which is real estate, which is commodities. And how do you decide upon the asset allocation of your clients based on their age? So whatever rule of thumbs which are, plus all the other insights in terms of age, in terms of their risk, appetite and time horizon. Then portfolio risk analysis. How do you do that? How do you do portfolio rebalancing? Sanjeev sir mentioned that portfolio management is the second most important point for any advisor who's serving the wealth space, right? So when we come to the third module here is regulatory environment and legal compliances. Friends, the BFSI space, the products, every product in the BFSI space, they are, there is a regulatory body which is governing it. We have IRDAI for the insurance, we have SEBI for the markets, for the capital markets and for mutual funds, and we have RBI for banks, for your FDs and all of that, right? So there are a lot of regulations that one has to keep in mind when he's actually practicing as an investment advisor. So in this module, you will be learning about all the regulations and what are the compliances which an advisor needs to maintain. If you become an RIA, there is separate requirement for SEBI to have, to have your client base in terms of, you have to get it audited every year. So there are different mandates, and we will be giving you guidance about how one can be excellent complying with all these regulations and working fabulously in the industry. Coming to level 2, friends, retirement planning and tax planning are the 2 modules. Retirement planning, friends, is the most important goal for any person. It could be yourself as well as your clients. So retirement planning, it's required to lead a peaceful second innings of your life, right? So how can you help your clients enjoy the second innings of life, and also enhance their mental capacity in terms of that they would be leading peaceful lives. So this is something whereby you will be trained to how do you design the retirement portfolio, how do you do retirement planning for your clients. So we'll explain you all the how does the accumulation stage work out, how can a CFP help in the accumulation stage, how can a CFP also try to design the withdrawal stage. Sanjeev sir was mentioning about systematic withdrawal plans, SWPs, right? So you learn all about that. How do you design retirement planning? Tax planning, most important thing, for one of the most important aspects for a financial planner to be aware about. How can he save money for his clients in terms of having the right guidance for taxation, trying to invest in the right products which provide tax deductions and also rebates, so all of that. So you learn about all the 5 heads of income. Plus also you will understand how do you find out the RRR, which is the real rate of return, in terms of, let's say there's a product which is giving you 8%, right? And then inflation is 6%, and then if you are in the 30% tax bracket, so technically the client's money is not growing there. So those kind of insights is only once you learn them, then only you can share it with the client, and he will understand the differentiation and the upgradation or the upscaling that the gentleman now has based on once he's completed his certification as a certified financial planner. Coming to module 3, friends, you will learn about risk management insurance. See, we all know, we've seen the COVID, we all have passed the COVID era. We've seen how important is it to have appropriate risk covers both for life as well as health, right? So how do we design this thing for the client? How do we find the gap? How can we do the gap analysis in terms of whether the risk covers are sufficient or not? So that all things are the aspects, is things that you will be learning in module 3 of in the level 3 about in risk management. Estate planning, friends, see, again a very, very important aspect. See, we all know that it's very people, they work throughout their lives and they build assets. So one of the most important priorities for people also becomes, and it's also in fact a responsibility, that you should see that your wealth and your assets are being transferred in a very proper systematic manner to the next generation, your loved ones, your wife, the client's wives, the client's children. So how is it happening in a seamless manner? It should not happen that there are disputes, right? What would happen in case of disputes? The assets, it gets delayed, right? The clients will have to resort to going to courts, right? So how can estate planning? So the knowledge that you get in terms of estate planning, you can, along with hiring a lawyer, you can certainly guide your client in terms of doing it very smoothly, right? Business succession. So more than individuals, business people have this, it's a big thing for them to, how do they design the business successions for people who have special children? So how can they see that their children would be taken care of after they're not there in this world? So how do you help the clients design trust? So these are all the things that you'll be learning in estate planning, and then helping your clients to deal with this very, very important aspect of the entire financial journey. Coming to the final level, which is level 4. Here, you'll be studying about the financial planning process. So the entire thing in depth in terms of what all things a financial planner needs to do. the board, friends, also provides, you know, the standard operating, the SOPs in terms of what are the standards that a CFP should be practicing. So there are so many rules that you would be learning about, which will help you to, you know, channel check the way in which you would be operating as a CFP. Because once we get a certification, friends, we have a responsibility to the board that yes, we are providing the right kind of service as approved by the board. So we have that kind of responsibility that every CFP has to pursue. Engaging clients, how do you engage with clients? And then the level 4, friends, has a very interesting concept of whereby you have to submit a real case, a real financial plan case study to the board. And once you get an approval, only then you can go for the exam. So that you get the chance to, you know, prepare an actual case study, which is the real financial plan. One that would be very similar to the financial plans that you do, that elaborate 360-degree holistic plans that you would be preparing for your actual clients after you become a CFP, right? So that kind of a live training is what you get, and we support you at every instance of that in terms of, you know, making you understand how do you prepare this particular case study, and then helping you draft the case study in terms of giving you an understanding of a lot of things. So we do all of that. We will be hand-holding at every stage of all the 4 modules, right? Coming to the next slide, friends. So knowledge and skills, what all would you get once you, as you're pursuing your certified financial planner with ICFP? So we'll provide you understanding of financial calculators. How do you use them? You know, MS Excel will make you pro at that. Time value of money. Behavioral finance, friends. Psychologically, humans, we all have our own biases. We follow the herd mentality. We try to resist when we are operating in we try to be rational. We think we are very, very rational. But when we actually look at the way we have been operating in the investment, when we make our investments, when we do these kind of things, we'll see, no, at times our rationality goes for a toss. So behavioral finance is something that you will get training on that. CFP modules have courses, maybe have courses on behavioral finance as well, whereby which will help you to help your client, to counsel your clients to get out of these biases, investment biases. Don't be emotional. So those are the things that you will also learn in terms of soft skills to communicate with the clients. As I said, preparing financial plans, yes, level 4 takes care of that. Managing portfolios, portfolio analysis, portfolio rebalancing. So all that is something that you learn in when you pursue CFP. Career ready. Once you're through, what all can you look at? See, you can get into the BFSI space. Wealth management is one of the biggest takers of CFPs. You can start your own firm as an RIA, registered investment advisor, by taking a license from SEBI. You can get into brokerage houses, Bajaj Capital. It helps you, it helps you differentiate in terms of when you tell a client, or maybe you go to a corporate and tell them that you have a CFP along with your other education. So that helps you, quicken the ladder for growth in terms of, for a CFP is much quicker in organizations. That is what we've witnessed, because they have the skill sets, they have the latest skill sets which is required to deal with clients of today's era. So that upskilling and upgrading is also happening. And also, friends, the relation with the board does not end once you complete your CFP. On an annual basis, friends, we have to have those 15 CPD points. So we call that CPD, right? This is continuous professional development. So the board ensures that every CFP is upgrading his knowledge on an annual basis, and we have to we have to complete those 15 CPD points. It could be attending seminars, attending webinars, meeting renowned people from the financial service, from the financial planning industry. So all of that so that's the way we remain connected with the board as well as with the other CFPs practicing in India. Recently, I read about that even PSU banks are also favoring CFPs for their wealth management practice. In March, you guys can go and check it, right? In March, there was an opening from Bank of Baroda, whereby they, for a specific wealth profile, they were only looking at CFPs with and without experience. So that is something, it seems that the awareness about CFPs, how can CFPs be better, and their resourceability in terms of wealth management space is now being increasingly being regarded by the industry as well. Coming to ICF, we see we from International College of Financial Planning, friends, have been the pioneers of CFP. In fact, SANJIV sir is the one who brought CFP to India. I mean, as he was mentioning, right? So since 2002, so which is more than 2 decades now, ICFP has been providing the CFP trainings in India. We are the largest education providers, and most of the CFPs, if you find in India, are from ICFP only. And we have one of the most experienced and qualified faculty. In fact, if I can just share, we are one of our very senior faculties, and she's also the program head, is Mrs. Madhu Sinha. So she has remained as, she was the erstwhile director of FPSB India, which is the regulatory board of CFPs in India, right? So you can imagine the kind of knowledge sharing and the insights which she can bring, and she does bring, which acts as a differentiator and helps people to quickly complete their CFPs from ICFP, right? So other faculties also, friends, we all are CFPs, CFAs, CAs, PhD. So top of the line people are there to train you, to motivate you, to guide you to complete this this certification. Highest number of CFP certificates, as I was telling you, right? If you speak to any of people who are, in the senior people who have been operating as financial planners in India, I can take out names as Suresh Sadagopalan, right? We have Dilzad Bilumoria, we have Anant Lada, we have Gaurav Mashruwala. So all these leading names in the personal finance space have been, they pursued, and they are all alumni of ICFP. And we have consistent track record for more than 2 decades now, and we have been continuing to upgrade our the modules that we provide. So we keep on doing that so that we get you guys get the best of the best in terms of being a very, very value-added CFP. Friends, classroom sessions, yes, we used to have classroom sessions before COVID, but I think after COVID, we are in the midst of again bringing it back. So right now, we've been doing virtually, these sessions are happening virtually. So there is, one is the virtual live classes, whereby you will have the faculty coming in on Zoom call. So you will be coming on the Zoom call, and the faculty will be there, and they will be training you, and they will be taking your sessions. So you can ask your questions, ask your doubts there and then. You have the option of both weekdays as well as weekends. So depending upon how comfortable you are, whether if you can find some time dedicated it, find some time on the weekdays, you are very, very, you can always certainly join the weekday batch. And if you think that you will be busy on the weekdays, and then you will have time on the weekends, committed time, so you can always come for the weekends. I personally went for the weekend batch. Then class recordings, once the sessions are over, for rushing yourself and being ready for the next session, we will share the class recordings are shared with all the candidates, so that you get access to the information at every time that you need it. Right. The other way of doing it is also, friends, is e-learning sessions. Now, whereby you will get pre-recorded video classes. See, the faculty is going to be same. All the same faculties will have, they have pre-recorded the session is pre-recorded in, it's been pre-recorded, and you will get access to those pre-recorded sessions. So this is for someone, someone who's, who wants to do it at his own pace of time. Plus, he is also having some background. So he does not want to, maybe, because when you go for the virtual one, there are people from different backgrounds and different skill sets, right? So you might find the pace is it could be a little different than what you were expecting. So for them, e-learning could be the best way, whereby they can go through the recorded lectures. Somebody who's a CA or maybe is an MBA, so he can only look at things which is required in terms of upgrading his skill sets. For being a CFP, and he can do it. So all flexibility is available. We are all there to provide you the way you want to pursue it, we can certainly guide you in that fashion. India's most comprehensive CFP study materials, friends. ICFP has been the pioneer. Sanjeev sir was mentioning that the pioneers of writing the CFP curriculum, it's not been lifted from anywhere. That's been made, and it's been made in terms of what is the present requirement of the industry. So we keep on upgrading it, right? So you will get access to concept books, you will get access to workbooks. Whatever concepts the faculty is going to train you on, plus what you will get access to the workbooks to practice those questions, so that you get both the time and you get the speed and the accuracy of attempting those questions. So as you do it, you will get the speed, and that will help you to crack the all the certifications as soon as possible. Guest lectures, right? We keep on having, ICFP keeps on having guest lectures. We can attend. You will get so much insights. I mean, I'm sure all of you would have got so much of learning and takeaways today from the knowledge that Sanjeev sir shared with all of us to be great at being great financial planners and advisors. Okay, pre-review and review videos. As I was telling you, right, you will get the recorded session videos that you can look at your own ease, right? Online mock tests. So we have this process whereby we give you mock tests. You will have to complete them, and you'll there are certain thresholds in the mock test for you to understand if you are ready for going this time, or you need some more time to get your skill sets up to date for appearing for the exam. Assignments, the faculties provide you regular assignments to keep you abreast about the concepts. Doubt clear sessions, friends. We do have doubt clear sessions before the exams. We'll have doubt clear sessions one-on-one with the faculty, whereby you can come and you can ask your doubts. Apart from that, you will also be part of different WhatsApp groups where you can put in your doubts, and faculties provide the solutions as soon as possible. It's even possible that if there is something that you're not able to understand, then one-on-one sessions can also be planned, and you can approach the coordinators. They will arrange one-on-one sessions with all of us here, and because we all aim at making you the best of the best CFPs, right? Case studies for practice are provided. So very, very comprehensive, very, very in-depth is our entire aim to give to you, so that you have the best of the best insights and the knowledge base to be great advisors. Friends, coming to the FPSP board fees. Now, this is a fees which is charged by the regulatory board, which is Financial Planning Standard Board. So let's talk about first the regular pathway. The FPSP registration fees, friends, $195. They charge in dollars, friends. So it's $195. This is, you need a single registration, but it's valid for 1 year. So the validity is 1 year for this. Then you will have to also buy the ebook content from FPSP. The total of that for all the 4 levels is going to be $350, which is $70 for level 1, 2, 3. And for the final level, it is $140. And then for appearing for those monthly exams, as I was telling, exams happen every month. So for that, $72 is for level 1, 2, 3, if you want to appear. And for level 4, which is the CFP final, it is $144. So this is for the regular pathway, someone who wants to do all the 4 levels. There is an alternate pathway, which is, friends, is known as the challenge pathway. For this, the eligibility, which I discussed in the initial part of our session, is this eligibility is slightly different. Hereby, you need both education and experience. Education would be someone who's a CA, CFA, MBA, or maybe he's a postgrad in economics and finance. Experience is also required, friends. You need 3 years of BFSI experience. It could be banks, mutual funds, AMCs, insurance companies, brokerages, etc. Right? So, if someone who has this kind of an educational background plus the experience, he can think about getting this certification quicker. It could be just a 6 months period that he can complete it. So, for him, the fee structure is slightly different from the board FPSP. Firstly, you have to pay a validation fee, which is $60. This fee is for checking whether you are you can pursue challenge pathway or not. But this fee is adjustable in later on if you are eligible for it, right? Then for registration and FPSB content, $370 is what one candidate has to pay for the challenge pathway. Then financial plan assessment, as I was mentioning about, right? The in level 4 you have that 360-degree full financial plan that you have to prepare for that, $77. And again for CFP final exam, once you're ready for that, $144. So this is the fee charged by the board. Coming to our fee structure at ICFP, friends, virtual one, as I was mentioning, virtual is where the faculty is present with you to train you. The 4 levels, the total fee comes to is 60,000 rupees. But if you go lump sum, let's say you can pay us lump sum, there you get a discount whereby you can save around 33%, and you will only have to pay us 44,900 as lump sum for the virtual online virtual classes. When you come to e-learning, e-learning means the pre-recorded sessions way. If you want to go for that, the total fee, friends, is 44,000. And on that also, if you can make the payment lump sum, so you can save around 25% on it, and you will only have to pay 34,900 for the e-learning. Okay. Now coming to the challenge pathway, for people who have the education plus the experience, for them we'll be charging them 25,000 rupees as the full-time fee. We'll be providing them the all the prep books for all the levels, plus you will have brusher sessions also on the previous all the levels, so that they are abreast and they can straight away do their financial case study submission, and plus after the doubt sessions straight away for the level 4 exam, and can get their CFP certification. For since you've joined us today and you've taken our time, so we are bringing you an offer, friends, today. Special offer for the day is flat 10% discount on the course fee. You can go for any of them. You can go for the virtual VL, which is virtual learning, or you can go for the learning sessions, or for the challenge pathway. 10% flat discount is what we'll offer. Apart from that, we'll be providing you with discount coupons. Now, this discount coupon, friends, you can use on saving money for when you have to buy the FPSB content. So approximately 14,000 is something that you can save based on the discount coupons that we'll share with you once you enroll with us for pursuing CFP. Along with these two benefits, great benefits, I should say, we are also providing you an NISM 5A e-learning video, 15-hour video content is what we'll provide you. So NISM 5A, friends, is basically for the mutual fund distributors. So if you can go through these videos, you can also you can apply for you can give the exam for NISM, and you can become you can get a mutual fund distributor license. So this we are providing, it's 5,000, but we are providing free today for along with if you enroll today. Along with that, friends, we are also giving you a stock market learning app, which is for 7 hours. You can understand, you can get into nitty-gritties to understand how do you invest in stock markets in terms of technical analysis, and what are the right entry and exit points. So all of that, 7 hours you will get if you enroll today. For this also, it's a 5,000 rupee course, but we are giving it as a freebie today. So all what you can get today from us if you enroll today. So you will get 10% course fee waiver. We are giving you $175 of discount coupons on the FPSB content, plus the 10,000 in terms of the NISM 5A plus stock market learning app. So in totality, friends, you can save around 29,000 rupees. If someone feels, we can always provide you 0% interest student loans. So in 6 easy EMIs, you just need to pay 5,000 rupees for booking your seat today, and we can arrange for your course fee in 6 easy EMIs. So why were you waiting for, friends? Pay the 5,000 and enroll. We are all my sales team is here to help you out. We'll guide you out if you have any queries, and just pick up your phone and call us. Thank you so much. everyone. And I think, Kanaya, and is there anything else that you want to share?
So friends, if you have any question, you can ask your question related to the program, related to ICP, anything. We are open to answer. Yes, Archana ji, please ask your question.
नमस्कार सर, मैंने पहले इनरोल कर लिया है और अभी मेरा फर्स्ट क्लास हुआ था मंडे को। तो इसमें मैं सर ये जानना चाहती हूँ, क्या हमें वर्चुअल ट्रेनिंग के साथ ई लर्निंग वीडियोस भी अवेलेबल होंगी?
यस मैम, आपको ई लर्निंग का भी एक्सेस मिलेगा।
अच्छा, तो इसके लिए क्या कोई ऐप वगैरह है या कैसे हो, मुझे पता चलेगा?
ई लर्निंग का मैम, I'll ask my academic team to connect with you and help you with everything. That's not an issue.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Yes, Santosh ji. Dr. Santosh, please go ahead. Sir, if you can switch on your camera would be very good, sir, because it will be very easy to interact.
Okay, I'm not audible.
You are loud and clear, sir.
So my question is, you are asking for 5,000 payment, and remaining 5 EMIs, how much and how to pay it?
Are you talking about the fee, sir?
Yes, I'm talking. I'm listening all the. I have listened all the whole webinar and the seminar. I just want that you are saying to pay 5,000 rupees for enrollment and remaining in 5 EMIs. So what is the procedure for EMIs and all this stuff?
Okay, sir. So virtual class, the fee is 44,900. And then you have to register with the 5,000 rupees. We also have a tie-up with NBFC where you can get a 0% interest-free 6 equal EMIs. So the EMI amount would be, just give me another moment. You will have to pay 6,650 rupees per month EMI, and you can enroll with the 5,000 rupees.
Okay, I'm enrolling. How to pay? Is it a GPay number?
You can pay in lump sum, you can pay in installments.
No, I want to pay 5,000 for enrollment, and how to pay it. I want to know it.
Okay, so for that, my team will connect with you, sir. My team will call you. I have noted down your number, and my team, admission team, will connect with you and help you how you can enroll with the program.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Am
I audible? I want to ask one question. Besides this CFP, Certified Financial Planner, Bajaj Capital has offering that the SANJIV sir said the recent affairs and all this stuff, they are providing advisory. So what is that? I couldn't understand that concept.
Can you please come again, sir, please?
We're not clear on it.
Sir.
Dr. Santosh, can you just repeat your question? I think we missed something in between.
That besides after getting the CFP, Certified Financial Planner certification,
okay,
you are connected with all these CFPs, and SANJIV sir said Bajaj Capital also offers that advisory stuff to the CFPs for their clients. So what is that, and how to avail that?
So for that, the thing how it happens is, once you complete the CFP, we have our own groups in terms of ICFP, CFP part, ICFP, CFPs. So there's a lot of knowledge sharing that happens. Plus, there's also updates that we share with them. So that's the way it typically happens right now. Along with that, once you become a CFP, you will have to get connected with different CFPs. Plus, with the board, as I was telling, those CPD points have to be taken every year, right? So the connect, it's a small community, sir. You will be connected. I mean, you will get connected as you pursue and you complete your CFP. Plus, you will get the upgradations in terms of knowledge and all of that.
No, I know all this stuff, but I'm asking for the advisor which is offering that Bajaj Capital. What is that?
So that advisory is provided to the clients, right? In terms of
Yes. That advisory is
Right.
provided for the client, but that Bajaj Capital is the giving offer for the CFP to their client. So what is that? That I want to know.
so providing advice in terms of, and CFPs will the skill sets that you get once you become a CFP, that helps you become good advisors. So I think that was what was being shared by sir. The upskillings that you get in terms of the knowledge and the insights that you get once you you complete this gold standard course about. I think that is what was being shared.
No. You don't understand my question. I am asking that. See, there
So
are
I'll
certain things in the market. See, for me,
Santoshji, I'll connect separately with you. I'll just try to understand. Just give me 1 minute. I'll connect separately with you.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll do that. Don't worry. There's something. Mayura, you were asking about hard copy of study material. Yes, we'll courier you the study material, so you will get access to it, and you can mark it, you can read it, you can note down all the things. So that's all available. Don't worry on that. Navito, in e-learning, do we have support? Yes, you will get doubt clearing sessions. You can certainly have sessions with the faculty. I mean, that's available. It's not that we'll not do that, right? Navito, so I've answered your question. By the time CFP level pass exam, yes, Harsh ji, 1 second. Yes, I think Navito, we've answered your question. So Mayura, the total fees exactly, which is including of ICFP plus the board fees, is somewhere around, I think 1.2 lakhs is what is going to be the total fee, including everything, which is from us and the board's fee. Ravindra, your question is CFP certificate used as the criterion for getting RIA license? Yes. SEBI says that yes, they have approved of CFP as one of the ways in which you can get an RIA license. So that's also an opportunity, as we were discussing, of becoming an RIA once you complete CFP. Depends on all, you want to start up your practice, or you want to work on a commission basis or in the corporate. So that's all with you. Kaneji, Navito is asking, can the link to register be shared here? Can you share something? Or maybe we will be connecting with Navito, right? No, Mayura, for ICFP, you will have the EMI facility. For the board fee, you have to pay them. But that is also, as I was showing, right? Just give me 1 second. As I was showing to you, you don't have to pay the entire board fee together, right? Just give me 1 second. I'll show you the slide back. So this is level wise. Mayura, this is level wise. So at registration, you have to pay 195. Then you will take 2-3 months to get ready to be prepared for level 1, right? and then you have to pay. I mean, before that you have to pay $70 to get the content, ebooks content of FPSC, which is mandatory from their end. And after 3 months, once you're prepared, then you will have to pay $70 to appear for the exam. So it's stage wise, it's level wise. So for each level, I have to pay exam fee, and you have to get the content. Registration, it is once. So it's also like that. You don't have to pay the registration next year. How that is, I can even explain you that. Let's say in 1 year, even if you've been able to just complete one level, so then you can just get your specialist certificate. You can pay for the specialist certificate, and then you don't need the registration. So that will continue for another 1 year. So practically, it could be 1.5 years that you can actually from one registration you can stretch it down to 1.5 years. And I think that is maximum time that you would be taking to typically as candidates complete CFPs much before that. So it's not required typically for someone to re-register himself again. I think that's not a possibility. We usually train you so well that you are successful way earlier than that. So here it is piecemeal basis for us. Yes, of course, you will get the opportunity of 6 EMIs at 0%. So friends, you have any other questions, kindly ask us. Santoshji, your question is on hold. I'll give you a call once I'm through with this session.
Rishi sir, I cannot see any question on our side. So we are winding up this talk, and so friends, if anyone has any question, please call on 9711437779. My team is here to help you, guide you, and all the best. Signing off. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.